Hello everyone and welcome to the Gaming by Geeks channel. My name is Adam and I am here with my brand new OpenTTD FIRS series. Now FIRS, I do explain a little bit what it's about in the end of the previous series, but I will obviously talk you through it as we go along in this one. I'm still here on the load screen, so I want to show you how you actually download it. So you'd click on the check online content option. This shows you all of the different add-ins, different AIs, all the fun things that you can do with it. But in the top here, just type in FIRS, F-I-R-S, and the one you're looking for, FIRS Industry Replacement Set 4, which is the latest version. So click on that, click select upgrade, let that all, click download. I guess I can't remember which one you have to do now. And yes, you have to tick the box. Sorry, tick the box, then click download, and if that's finished, then you can close that. And then once that's downloaded, you can go to new GRF settings, and you'll find that the FIRS Industry Replacement set will be down here. Just click on that, click add, and it will move it up into the active set. I've also got here a generic skyscraper object set. Just changes some of the buildings, makes it look a little bit different. Seeing as we're changing some graphics, may as well do them all a little bit. But otherwise, game starts as usual. So new game. I think 1024 by 1024 was fine in the previous episode, series even. And again, we'll keep things pretty much as they are. Leave the land generator as Terragenesis. We'll keep the terrain type flat. Don't do it too flat, but otherwise it becomes a bit unrealistic. The variety distribution, yeah, I may as well just leave it as medium. We'll keep it smooth. Keep rivers as few, again to try and be realistic. You don't want too many rivers, otherwise it gets a bit weird. Number of towns high, number of industries high, sea level very low. I don't know, that's how it was when it starts. So yeah, obviously choose your style. Again, I'll stick with just the basics. Let's go. So what I'll do is I'll pause it immediately. We'll have a scout around and I'll show you some of the new industries. So here we go. Here is, for example, I think it's an iron ore. Yeah, that's an iron ore mine. Produces a lot of iron ore compared to the regular ones. But also, if you give it engineering supplies, you can get boosted production. And that's what makes this interesting, because you can, if you've got an industry that's not doing very well, you can totally do something about it. You can help it out in some way. We've got other forms. We've got here, we've got China clay. That is China clay is a supply as well, or is one of those types of things. Type of cargo that's needed, I believe, to generate engineering supplies. What we've got down here, we've got fish, a little fishing area. We've got a sandbank that generates sand. We've got sort of fishing harbour. So that will be a nice one to start. Just make a boat, send it out here to get the fish, bring it back. That generates food. Food can either be sent to large enough towns and cities. So I imagine this one here would be alright with food in some way or another. Let's see what else we got. Here's some down here. We've got a dairy, so that requires milk. We've got ourselves a farm. Now there are different types of farms. So in this case, this is fruits and livestock, or little piggies. Fruit goes to these places, distilleries. they make alcohol, and alcohol then goes to hotels. Don't happen to see any in this view, but I do see here is a different type of farm. This is livestock and milk, so obviously milk goes up to that dairy. Let's see, you've got anything else? Here's a scrap yard. Scrap metal is needed for the steel mill, which we haven't come across yet. Oh, good timing. There we go, steel mill. So that needs iron ore, coal and scrap metal. So that's a little bit more demanding, but a bit more realistic and makes it more of a challenge. It's an iron ore mine. That is a stockyard, so that takes livestock. So there's no factory anymore, it's been sort of divided up. We've got a glass works that needs sand and chemicals. So there's lots of different things. Here we go, here's a port. This is the kind of the important one, because that takes any of these three, goods, China or food, but it generates the engineering supplies, farm supplies and chemicals that are needed at various different places. For example, up here, chemicals is needed for the is something for glassworks. So that wouldn't be a bad place to start either, because I've got a sandbank here, and I can get chemicals from here. Not exactly on the right side. It would be good if that was on this side, but can't have everything. Just have to make some bridges or something. Oh, there was a hotel. There's a hotel that accepts food, alcohol and passengers and generates additional passengers, which is really cool, really handy. I think I've been through them all now. We've got here a metal workshop, all just slight variations on sort of factory type things. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I haven't shown you yet. Glassworks. Yeah. So let's find somewhere to start. Ideally somewhere near a port. Now this has got 2 ports. There's fish here. Oh, is that a fishing harbour? It is a fishing harbour. Bit tricky that one, isn't it? To get a port, get a dock there somewhere. And then somehow, maybe by road, get the fish. Can't tell if that's is there a building there? No. You know what? I'm going to grab that right now before I start doing anything that causes Modgrove rivers. I can get some vehicles there to take the food from there to here. That will help it to produce the engineering, farm and chemicals, and that can start to head off to wherever's necessary. Or indeed this one, it can go on a longer journey, whichever one would end up being easiest. But it's very empty here, there's not a lot here. Let's keep looking. That's a thought. I mean, I'm on pause, so things haven't started just yet. We've got lots of ports going up this coast here, but again, not very much. Where's all the industries? In fact, look, there's some massive gaps here. So let's go inland a little bit. Let's have a look at this big lake. It's got a fishing port, but no supplies ports. How about this one? This has got a supplies port and a fishing port, and of course fish. And I see some industries. We've got some farms. We've got glassworks. We've got a sandbank. We've got iron ore. We've got a dairy. This produces milk. I mean, this doesn't look too bad. Ooh, steady. We've got a steel mill. Let's just zoom out. We've got iron ore up there. We've got coal there. And we've got scrap. And that will make steel. And steel goes off to the metal factory. There's one there. Yeah, this looks like a great place to start, right? Everything's here. It may be tricky to get to, but it's here. So first off, I'm going to go with fish. So unpause, get the game going. Now I know what I said at the end of the last episode about boats, but I just feel like this will probably be the best way to go. What comes out of here? Fish. So I need to go through the cargo ship, refit it to fish, send that to there. And I'm going to send him on his way. He's slow. But of course can't just send it here. I have to build a dock of my own. Which is tricky because all this land is a little bit weird here. So let's see if I can't make myself a nice spot. There we go. Now he's just pretty much going to sit there and just get fish because he's got nowhere else to go. He's got nothing else to do. So you go there, then you head there. Hopefully this will. It's not much, but it's just, it's something. It's a start, and I can't do anything about this particular one, but it does mean I can get some food generated. Because it's not big, this is probably a good use for some road vehicles. So let's make one of those, one of those, and join them up. Chuck down a depot. Honestly, I don't care where it goes, as long as it's somewhere that both vehicles can access. Make a vehicle, refit it for food. Let's get it going. So, the boat gets fish, takes it to the dock. The fish generate food, which this vehicle here will trigger. So let's speed that up, wait for that boat to come in. This time when it dumps its pathetic fish haul, it will generate a little bit of food. Now it's fine because these trucks take next to nothing, 7 tons. So this time he's got plenty of food that he can pick up. So he'll pick up a full van, a full 7 tons, and he'll deliver it to the port here, which can get this on its way. Now you don't need to do any of this. It's just I like to try and do it that way. I like to try and make it a bit more realistic rather than just this port just generating nothing. Right, so now I have the ability to get engineering supplies, farm supplies and chemicals, all of which will be needed for around here. So what to do next? So I just go straight for the steel, make a big thing of the steel mill. Makes sense, right? Let's go big or go home, right? Don't have a lot of money, so I can't go too big. But I can I can make a stud. So I'm guessing there's ore, coal and scrap metal in and steel out. So I need at least 4 platforms. Should I just go full size? Full 7? I'll move it back a bit. What's that one? Oh, passengers and mail. No, I'll leave that there because sandwich will grow. Oh, that was probably a little bit too much money. Never mind. Let's make a 2 platform, 5 lamp station there, because at some point I'll probably want to use it for passengers as well. Let's just link these up, get a depot, and I can get scrap metal here going immediately. So cheapest, nastiest train I can find, and scrap metal. Where does scrap metal live? Coal trucks, refittable to scrap metal. Refit, scrap metal, refit. Tell it to go to there, tell it to go to here. Send it on its way. Nice, short, easy one. Again, let's speed them up. Look at that. Hopefully we've got some... Whoa, we've got tons of scrap metal. Well, I did not know. That's a great number, isn't it? Did not notice how much that generated. May need a bigger train. But it means that this now has some scrap metal. Next up, iron ore. So we had an iron ore mine up here, and there's a coal mine up here too. So we'll have both of those coming down this way, I guess, unless there's a coal mine closer. Yeah, I mean that one's a bit closer, I guess, but oh, sorry, it's mouse wheel being weird. That one maybe also is closer. Not sure, but either way, I think that's the best iron ore mine. Mind you, look at that, it was much closer, wasn't it? Never mind, doesn't matter. So let's put another train station. Again, we want a 2, because at some point we're going to want to deliver some supplies to here. So 1 track for iron ore going out, 1 track for engineering supplies coming in. Let's build the bridge next, because bridges are expensive. I don't think I'm going to have enough money after building this railway to actually make the train. I've got to think about this a little bit as well, because obviously I've still got to get the steel out. Where's the steel going to go out from? Or to? Where's it going to go to? That's over this way, so he can come out this side, I guess. But what I'll do, I'll just do that to make sure this town doesn't steal its spaces. In fact, what I can do, might be better, is to do that instead. And then I can use these 2 come this way. Just check on him, he's doing alright when he's not breaking down, and to join up to there. Again, got to give space to this thing as well, so let's try and avoid him, because I'll be using him at some point. Ah, I've run out of money. Fast forward. I mean, it's going to take a while before I'm going to be able to actually get a train, which is the issue here. So I don't even have enough for a depot. Let's fast forward. There's the depot. How much is a train? I don't want the Kirby pool because it's just so slow. But that's 15k. It's not too bad. I mean, I'm already back up at 9. This won't take too long, will it? But it's very slow. 40 mile an hour. It's very cheap as well, which is obviously not a bad thing. Ah, we've got a competitor. Fronley Transports. Welcome, KD Parker. I guess the middle one, which is the more expensive. That's 28 compared to the 15, which I can afford, but it's so slow and miserable. Let's just wait an extra minute or so. Maybe this is why I lost, because I spent too long waiting for money. But nonetheless, it's almost there now. 28. I'll keep it on fast forward actually whilst I build this. And I need iron ore hoppers, which are just normal iron ore hoppers. 2, 3. That'll do for now. It's a start. Obviously, I can add more as time goes on. Train's gone wild. Right. He's now got some orders. Right, let's slow that down so it's not so mad. I mean, the numbers on these industries are awesome. You know, straight in. Let's clear up these windows a bit. Right, iron ore. How much can I get? These are all 5s, right? So a full length train, certainly for the size platform anyway. He will do a decent amount, 270 tons, which will mean that he actually earns a decent amount of money. Let's see, here he is. He's at Stanwich Furnace. I like the names, by the way. The names are good. 18. Yeah, a decent amount. He'll do that time and time again. So now what's left is coal. What I should also be focusing on as well is my loan. I do have a loan. I am paying interest, so getting rid of as much of that as I can is obviously a good idea. I know the loan interest isn't a huge amount, it's about £3 a year, but still. So Mr. B. Pelkington has founded Flodgrove Transports. Welcome. Let's have a look at these people. Okay, so Fronley is coming on hot. He's already massively ahead of me. Ridiculous. So I've got to speed up. So let's crack on. Let's not worry about the loan. I imagine they're not going to worry about loans. I know it's good to be running on your own money, but at the same time, I've got to crack on. Oh yeah, money. You know, while I'm here, I haven't even looked at what my company name is because I haven't chosen one just yet. So we are Chonington Transports. Oh, Flodgrove is in trouble. One thing I just noticed, which is a settings thing, is you do have the ability in this game to buy shares of other companies, but only if you turn it on. So I'm going to turn that on, and if I wanted to, I can now buy 25% share. So that's something that I can work on in the future, instead of just trying to outbeat them in terms of sheer profit, or in my case loss. I can buy them out if I think that I'm, doing well enough. Now that also needs engineering, or doesn't need, but can do engineering supplies. In fact, that's a nice easy one too, because I could do that one by road. But I'll put the station there anyway. So let's just get these joined up. Oh, look at this. So, Flodgrove Transport. We are looking for a company to take over our company. Do you want to purchase Flodgrove Transport? I'd love to, but no, I don't have the money. Flodgrove have only just started. So are they struggling? Yes, look. They're in the red. Bad start for Flodgrove. That's good for me, because it means they're not much of a competitor. So let's continue on. Let's see, do I have enough money for this? I do, just about. Somehow I had enough money for a full set there. And he's going to bounce back and forth until he gets his orders sorted. So he's a bit more of a normal number. And for some reason he hasn't picked any up yet. I guess it hadn't quite generated in time. But that's fine. Again, we can fast forward. Oh yes, please. We want the new trains. That new train's a good one, by the way. The first new steam train you get is good. But it's cheaper than the fastest one, but also faster somehow. Ah! Flodgrove went bust. So there we go. I mean, it just goes to show that, even the AI, as good as it may be, can fail as well. So this train, does it have coal now? It does. Look at this. It has a full load of coal. And this train doing very nicely. In fact, let me go back. Let me see. I've got something here. I can pay off some of that loan. How much is a full load? 20k, just shy of 20k. So my bank loan is all the way down at 70k now. So that's a good start. If I can get rid of that loan as quickly as possible. Hey, look at this, look, I've almost got rid of it. Yes, loan gone. So I'm now running completely on my own finances now. So the steel mill now has everything it needs. Wait, Fronley? Is Fronley in trouble? Look, they're in the red. They are in the red. They've got a massive loan. 600,000. If they just stopped building, they would earn some money. But I guess they don't want to stop. Now, I have got steel. Where should I take it? Obviously there was the place up there. Is that still the best? Still the best place. I'm terrible. Is it still the best place? Yes, it is. So I can dump steel up to here. It'll need 3 platforms. I'm going to make it 7 because I feel like this steel mill could get some serious output on the go. So chemicals will come from this way, steel will come from the other way. And it's horribly uphill there though, look, isn't it? The train's going to struggle there. Well, that is genuinely where it's got to go. Wow. So I'm going to need the most powerful train I've got, I think. Otherwise it's just going to struggle getting up that hill. Big star struggle. So let's go this way. You go to there. That's terrible. Disgraceful, Adam. Stop it. There we go. So railway depot. Don't have much money right now because I've just spent it all. But most powerful train is of course the brand new one. As I said a minute ago, it's by far the best and somehow cheaper than the old best. Cheaper to run, that is, of course. It is more expensive on the initial purchase. I've just got to wait. There it is, there's the new train. Its reliability isn't fantastic, but that will increase over time. As you can see, look, see it right now, just going up. So here comes the next competitor, Mr. McDonald, Windville Transport. Good luck to you, sir. So I need you and a whole bunch of steel trucks. Now I'm going to start off with 5 because I don't want it to end up so heavy the damn thing can't move. So let's set it there, let's get it going. I'm very curious to know how it's going to fare, because it weighs, as it is at the moment, 332 tons. How's that going to fare on its 3.1 horsepower per ton power? It's 1,622. Let's see. Doing all right without a load. It's doing just fine. So let's send him at high speed. There is a lot of steel sitting here. This guy can only take 180 tons. But he has made it there. He has filled up. He's slowing down, but he's doing alright. He is getting there, look. Oh. Go on, you can do it. I mean, now he's 500 tons. He slows all the way down to 40 miles an hour there. Just wait till he's back up on fully on the ground. There we go. Speed back up. Get up to his maximum. What was it? 90 maybe. No, he hasn't got enough time. He hasn't got the power to do that. He'll get it on the way back probably, but not here. He's already a grand down, but I'm sure he'll get more than £1,000. 17,000. Fronley Transport are still struggling. Yeah, they're back in the red again. If they're not careful, the bank will shut them down, just like it did the previous one, whose name I've already forgotten. Windville Transport, they've just gone massive loan, and they haven't spent any of it yet, so they've obviously got something quite big in mind. Wow, that's a lot of steel for this dude to get rid of. Now I can of course increase the number of carts. I can add on 4 onto that, but I feel it'll be too heavy and he'll probably end up just stopping. It probably won't make it at all. Wow, this thing is going mad. I mean, this town isn't even massive, and yet it's churning out scrap metal like no tomorrow. I'm going to make a slight adjustment to him once he's finished unloading, seeing as I've got the money now. Where was scrap metal? That was coal trucks, wasn't it? So you can go up to 5. Make sure, even though you've already refitted him once, make sure you refit him again, otherwise you'll end up with like half coal, half scrap metal. Let's let him back loose. He's only little, this one. He is going to struggle, but he's not got very far to go, so I don't think it's going to be a huge issue. It's just yet more money he can earn. The fact that he's actually doing a good job, and he's clearing that down. Yeah, look, he's almost got rid of all of it. Look. In fact, he may clear it all at some point if he doesn't break down too much. So yeah, that is my first FIRS industry, I guess, dealt with, the steel mill. It's got everything it needs and is producing steel that's an alarming rate that my poor little train can't handle. I might have to make another one and go from there. Do we don't have diesels yet. When we get diesels, they'll be able to handle that much easier. But next up, it will be starting to get what I started. So my port here is starting to get some engineering supplies out, maybe out to here. Is he getting cleared out? He is. So maybe some engineering supplies to him will increase his output a little bit, so this train is more full. And the same for over here. It's probably, I mean, these things will even themselves out as the ratings will drop, and then it will start to reduce its output. But that's enough for one episode. So thank you very much for joining me on episode 1 of this FIRS series. I'm actually looking quite forward to this one because it's a little bit different, isn't it? I'm a little bit more in control, I think, so this will be interesting to see how this goes. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me. If you like the episode, give me a thumbs up. If you really like these episodes and want to see more, hit subscribe, get the bell on so you don't miss any new episodes. New episodes, of course, come out every Sunday. Yeah, just thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next week for episode 2. Bye bye.